morning, everyone. Okay, welcome back. So I'm going to be showing you how to do my Italian dressing. Now what you want is we're going to go for, I don't like doing too much onion powder because it's very, very overbearing. So I'm only going to do about a half tablespoon of onion powder. Mix it all in a small bowl. Off to the side there, we've got our mixture. We'll do that. We'll take care of that afterwards, though. And we're going to go with what's the recipe called for it? Let's put, okay, garlic salt. Going to put about 3/4 of a tablespoon. Go ahead and add that. All right, now we're going to wash it. Rinse really quick. In, out, clear, dry, done and done. Gonna get some sugar. Add a tablespoon. One more is desired, but Italian dressing we don't necessarily want it. Well, you may, but usually they're not sweet. Then we're going to get some dried oregano. I don't happen to have any on tap, so what we're going to do is kind of cheat a little bit. Go with some Italian seasoning. Going to go with a couple tablespoons of this. Ooh. So we've got 1 tablespoon, a little more than one, so we'll put a little less than one in this one. Comes out really fast. This one is actually a blend of marjoram, thyme, rosemary, savory, sage, oregano, and basil. That's just the classic Italian seasoning you'll find at your store. Then we're going to put in a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Can anybody tell me what it is before it is ground? It's whole. Those of you who entered standing, turn around. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of basil, because the other one already had basil, so we're just going to use about half teaspoon. Oh, that's actually a fourth. This is a half teaspoon of dried basil. We're going to add in some, does this have parsley? Oh. This doesn't have parsley. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and add in a tablespoon of dried parsley. We've got parsley flakes right here. So the whole goal for this is we're going to mix in all of our ingredients here as a dry mix, almost as a powder. Mix it all together, and then we'll add it to the mixture right here, our liquid mixture, with some water. Because all this, you need like, well, you add this into that just right now, and it's not enough. It's too much. Or that's not enough. This is way too much just to add in there. Then we're going to have our 4th tablespoon celery salt. Field for freshness. Ain't it all in. And we're only going to do a tablespoon and a half of actual salt. Don't want it to be too salty either. Not sweet, not salty, but a nice, medium. There we go. Always keep your salt out. You're always gonna, or most of the time, you're gonna have to add more just for taste purposes. Now we're gonna grab a fork. Just clean these, don't worry. We're just gonna go ahead and mix it all around. Make sure it gets nice and even. Make sure everything gets. Mix it a couple different ways. I like to mix mine in the center first. Scrape the sides and start mixing it all around, side to side, counterclockwise, just scraping and dumping as I like to show here. Because they still kind of like isolate themselves to their own kind. I guess you could say they're not alive anymore, but or salt I don't think is ever alive. Ask a biology teacher. But either way, it's just a little bit to cope with. See what we got here. Almost done. Want that all nice and mixed up. Don't want too much of one thing, because like I said, we're not adding it all in there. Otherwise, it's just more than someone should be able to handle. It's just way too much salt in here. Way too much spices going on. Way too many herbs. It's just too much. Just too much. There can be just a too much of anything. Much of a good thing is a bad thing. Or a good taste. Alright. Mixed. You can mix it a little less, a little more, depending on your. Sorry, late. Depending on your preference. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and seal up all these again. Where is my? Okay. And our base, our liquid base over there, is consistent of 2/3 cup of canola oil and then a little bit of white wine. Cooking white wine. Don't worry, I'm not going to spike the class. Even if it does have alcohol content, it's drowned out when mixed in with the actual oil and the spices. Most vinegars and vinaigrettes, for example, they have a somewhat tart taste because they're mixed in with the white wine or red wine in some cases, but most likely a white wine. That's the majority of cases that I've seen, that I've actually made. That's the majority, but everything else every chef has their own recipe. Myself included, and I'm not a certified chef. But every person has their own preference, their own taste. Alright. Where did I put my measuring spoon? So, what I'd like to do is just take this all to school in the morning and mix it freshly there, but that's just not doable. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is take 2 tablespoons of water, cold water. Alrighty. Now we've got our complete liquid base. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of the dry mixture. Now I'm just going to mix this again just for the sake of it. Want this to be the best it can be. Had some good compliments on my dressing so far. I don't want to mess it up now with the pasta salad. 2 tablespoons. No. Grab some cats to mix this fast. Alright. We add that all together. Notice how it's just sitting there. It looks nasty. You really wouldn't want to eat that. Well, that's because we haven't whisked it yet. This isn't a measuring cup specifically because it's easier to whisk than in any other cup, in my opinion. It doesn't look like the best, but it's good. It's really good. And there's your Italian dressing. Go ahead and add more or less according to your preference, but tasty. Might want to add a little bit less pepper, but otherwise, good.